Hey guys, it's Dota here. I was reached 200 subscribers and you'll have a chance to win these immortal skins. To join the giveaway, first of all, subscribe to our channel, comment down below, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell on because the winner will be notified in the comment. Good luck!
In those 5 games, will the Cinderella story of TI8, Winstrike, keep their hopes alive? Or
all this time, we've seen it a million times. You set up the arrow easily, and if there aren't creeps around to take it, it's just going to be a kill.
Yeah, and sometimes you can make these plays where like one hero will be Nightmare and the other one can kind of like tank the arrow and help each other out. You don't really want to tank it as a weak rule.
Resolution getting dove after, but able to dodge the strikes, and well, they're actually going to turn this now with the salve, and No Fear again in some trouble. They're chasing forward for this. SVG looking for the chase as well. They do get the Nightmare down onto one, trading it over now as they try and dodge it. Actually able to dodge the Splinter Blast. Nice play there, but it is going to come at the cost of his life, and now No Fear also in trouble. Snowballs back to the creeps. Does he have enough to get out of there with the frost arrows? I don't think so.
No, just one last shard thrown down there.
VGJ can make the move around. He's still one level away from having that Fiend's Grip available. Maybe one of the nice ways to deal with the Bane, and actually gonna get the snowball chase in. SVG, Moonlight Shadow, is he gonna get out of there in time? The Brain Stab keeps him alive. The arrow also in there, and they take down Nangrata. Yawar hitting it blind, and now chasing down No Fear. He smells blood, eats up a tusk. Double kill for Yawar.
Smoke those two supports. Rotating down bottom near Rezo, see if they can utilize the damage of the Drow Ranger to perhaps bring down this Lycan. They have the vision on him. See him from that Observer Ward.
His shapeshift is back up in 5 seconds now, and
he's not leaving.
I don't know about this. They see him. They realize that SVG in the area just gonna grip him, and the punches are there as well. As this is going to be Lycan fallen yet again.
So much bonus damage.
Always Wanna Fly shows up, and the snowball, they try and turn this. There's going to be the Winter's Curse. Now No Fear kind of in an awkward position, but maybe they can actually fully commit here for Resolution. There's the Nightmare onto one. You are trying to make the damage happen. He's turning on No Fear as well. They're going to be able to find the kill with the Thundercraft's Breath, and Yawar needs to run and hide, but they've got eyes on him. Winstrike striking back in a big way.
Very costly there for VGJ Storm, unable to exit the area after the pick, so great response there from Winstrike. And now the dangerous thing is their wards are in some fairly common spots, especially against the... Why would you even play up here right now for VGJ Storm?
They're very comfortable sitting on this side and spotting the chance for a kill. Iceberg can just watch his teammate go down and has to back out again. Chance for a kill as well, onto No Fear. Resolution just going to pummel him into dust. They also have now found the Weaver in trouble, or they're just going to run away because Lycan has shown up as well. Snaking there, the Pit of Malice again. Catches onto two. Nangrata forced the time-lapse, and they are going to pop the shapeshift. He runs back into it. He's taking so much damage, and it does look like they get the kill onto Iceberg also. Everywhere around the map, it's falling apart.
Yeah, Silent maybe just trying to make a little bit of space there for Nangrata's escape, and in that sense, it will work.
These creep waves.
Yeah, it's very difficult. He's pretty much the best wave pusher on their team, and it's not really a good sign, right? You can try and throw out some shards or something as a tusk, but you just don't have the mana pool when you're this poor. Nothing for it.
Pass by, ships in the night. The snowball's there though. Maybe an opening. Walrus punches down as well. They throw down the ulti, chasing away Yawar. It's in trouble. They're actually in a dark rift in towards this as it's like Yawar thinking about chasing now as well. Are they going to try and take this fight? Resolution is here. The punches come out, they have the dust down as well, and there's going to be the Pit of Malice. They're taking these fights on so many different angles, and they're winning all of them, it feels like. Resolution might end up going down. That's only the Aegis, though. Can they find any more global silence? This could be okay for Winstrike as they find themselves second kill. Now the Tusk having fall, but Resolution being chased. Silent did not get hit there by that gust, and as they try and kill him off, Silent wants this so badly. Iceberg as well. They almost find it. Nangrata is there. They take down 3. Now can they find Snaking Arrow to try and stop it? It only hits there onto a wolf as they chase forward for more. Nangrata looking for an opening, but I don't know if they're going to be able to slow them down.
Definitely felt like a bit of an unnecessary engagement there for VGJ Storm. You know, your Mirana gets caught out, she's a...
So often for this team, Nangrata's been the one to make the plays. He dies a couple of times. I think that's still okay for them as long as he's continuing to make space.
Now, he has definitely been very impressive throughout all of TI. This is a guy who really only played on a lot of those traditional offlaners. I mean, some of his most plays would be things like the Bat, right? The old classic, these new styles where you have to play this Weaver, this Mirana. Not really something that was ever in his toolkit. We're talking like 10 games sort of a deal in Pro Series. able to turn up here.
The dust and the diffusal blade, they get the silence there, but he got the Sakuchi off and now chasing for more silent. Easy to throw in onto Snake King. They also get the Nightmare onto the Tusk. There's no safe follow-up. They have the, well, Skullable Silence. I don't think that's enough either. Silent goes down. They have killed off SVG, but it comes at a hell of a cost. And now Snake King walking forward. They drop down sentries and wards. That's going to be another dead. In trouble. Snake King streaming forward, seeing if they can find Always Want to Fly.
He wants him with this curse. I can MSS.
Oh, they get him there. Up on the high ground, the Pit of Malice is down. Always Want to Fly being ran after. There's going to be the Winter's Curse follow-up. They got one after the other. There are no buybacks on these heroes. Iceberg in trouble and dead.
If Lycan's dead and Curse is still up, that fight's going to be very, very difficult. That I can promise you. So Ancients will fall to them, but once more, there is still quite a bit of time until all Roche respawns. They're going to come in the pit and just be like, really? That late?
That's a very late respawn time.
The wave a bit too far out in the top lane, and Nangrado will push it even further back. So that means that you're not going to get any sort of tier 2, so does that mean they want to go straight for the high ground, maybe force out the buyback of this Zeus?
You got to be careful with that. If you do happen to get this buyback, you need to back out afterwards because they do a ton of damage with that.
And there's no curse now to defend themselves versus the Lycan. They'll have the ulti in 20.
This is a bold move here from VGJ Storm, just laying down the pit, but they are going to take down this tier 3 tower. It looks like
they're kind of missing heroes again too.
It's scary. Of course, the big thing that they've got in their back pocket is going to be that Dark Grip from Snake King, and because of that, they feel confident going forward and taking the tier 3 tower. Good decision to not buy back there on the Zeus. The Dark
a lot of teams have definitely seemed a bit hesitant, even when you look at the play and you're like, all right, this should be easy. Like, it should be relatively impossible to lose too much here, but it's TI, you know? The nerves get to you. You want to play everything as safe as possible. That was just the right amount of aggression there for VGJ Storm.
Out front, the 2-person gust, the Pit of Malice follow-up. Look at the damage coming out as they've got Silent again. It's far too much, and there's the Winstrike curse as well. He's going to be caught and possibly killed off as well. No, if you're trying to take away resolution from the fight, Nangrada did get the BKB off, and they have the snowball saved for the moment. MSS being assaulted. There's no buybacks on the rest of the heroes, though, and Nangrada going to be caught, stunned, and killed.
This just might be the best game for Guardian Greaves ever. Just being able to cancel out the silence whenever he needs it, and that aura is so impactful, giving yourself some extra HP regen. All this armor against the summons means it's hard for Lycan to try and finish people off.
And no buybacks means it is a barracks being assaulted, and VGJ Storm might damn go for more. Look at how much damage is dealt out by all of this Drow Ranger aura, and still 39 seconds until Weaver is back up. They're going to be taking that tier 3 tower as well. Bottom barracks, they're just Swiss cheese. Always Want to Fly.
Chance here.
Arrow as well. He's just getting eviscerated, and they're going to Dark Rift away. Play it safe. VGJ Storm in the first game of Elimination Series.
Yeah, and just going straight to the mid lane, excellently timed, into the Roche pit. Pick themselves up an Aegis and Cheese. Should not take too long.
22,000 net worth lead. 11 to 40.
Yeah, MSS
stomp.
Holding the shrine there. Helm creep helps go there. Nice pickup. Just building auras to stack with his team.
Winstrike with their back up against the wall, feeling trapped in, needing to make a play. They are going to smoke out as 5. See if VGJ Storm have an inkling that this is happening.
Yeah, they spotted this sentry placed down. They know they're smoked in that area.
And again, just look at the positioning. Snake King is up front and center. They don't want to have to run to the Underlord first. Even ahead of him is going to be the creeps. But they'll take down this shrine, it looks like. And even fighting around the shrine, Winstrike don't feel confident doing it.
Yeah, there is vision in the area thanks to the Wolves. They're scouting out where VGJ Storm are at. And it means Winstrike won't make any sort of mistake here. But the tier 2 tower falls now, and nothing's stopping them from securing that last lane of racks.
Butterfly done for resolution.
Oh, they're starting to wrap around behind them. I don't know if this is going to benefit Winstrike.
I mean, they see everybody. Global Silence comes out. They have the snowball as well to dodge away from the gust. They're dealing the damage down to Mirana, but already No Fear is gone, and Nangrada trying to take down SVG, and it does look like they're going to be able to find that kill, but it's going to come at a cost as all of them are surrounded. They're stuck down in the trees on the low ground. He doesn't have anywhere left to go. On the other side, they find themselves the Zeus. He can't deal the damage they need. VGJ Storm, GG.
No answers there for the Drow line of VGJ Storm. Out of the lanes, pretty early lead coming out, and truly that moment that decided the game around the 15-minute mark, that was going to be the clash of these two drafts. Whoever won that fight is likely to take the entire match. That's a lot of pressure.
Quickly before we get into the game, catch up
with someone very important actually on the
A pretty big problem for them in the previous match, Rezo just having free reign of those fights because of the space provided from snaking.
We're going to see if they're going to be able to make that extra bit of... This time around, it looks like he does not have the mid build. Instead, it's going to be UR playing that on the Venomancer. Very solid pickup there. Another one of those heroes that's so hard to deal with. I mean, the panel talked about a good answer later on being the Stampede, but in the laning stage, you know, this could potentially be an issue for the mid-tiny, as already the Gale throwing that onto No Fear, and look at the damage already early and often. VGJ, oh, the deny! Non-Grata punishes the Greek.
No first blood quite yet, but they will scare themselves.
Top lane. Okay, they just got the kill onto Snakey.
Looked like he was going to be safe there. I thought he would just retreat, but went back in, it seems. And they try and fight for the rune up top, but it won't be there.
And you are running away. They pop the Stampede just to get Iceberg out of trouble. So many slows.
But also close in with No Fear.
If they can get into position, throws out the Wave of Terror, the Magic Missile. There's going to be the punch. They able to find one kill and a second. No, neutral creep. And Iceberg also, they're diving forward.
They might just get a double kill.
They get the neutral deny again. What in God's name?
It's those Prowler Shamans, man.
And they are just moving towers left and right.
Winstrike, they have to find something soon. Tournament lives on the line here, and now it's Roche. This is feeling a lot like last game.
Kind of one after the other, the objectives fall, and never get that anxiety that gets built up in teams as they know that there's a looming threat coming. Roche falling now, and the pings are out as they realize this potentially could be where they're coming to. War thinking about dropping out some wards, but it's already gone. And Winstrike, they have to just stampede away. In some trouble, they're going to be able to back out of there.
Not a disaster for Winstrike. I mean, it's only a 3K lead. They're getting a little bit of split push going on here. You can see from Silent in the top lane. And you just kind of hope that this Drought Ranger lineup starts to slow down a bit, maybe has some mistakes going high ground, those kind of problems. They're overall relatively squishy on the cores.
Oh man, Non-Grata fully surrounded around on now, and they're actually able to go on to No Fear, seeing if they can take him down. They are immediately going to blow him up. The blink away though, keeping one alive. So Centaur living for the moment, even though No Fear dies.
So it just seems like every move, VGJ Storm, they're coming out on top. Even if it's just a little pick off like that, it's all just momentum. It's never the 5-man of Winstrike. It feels like they can never sync up these ultimates. And once more, VGJ Storm are looking to punish that. Stampede will be back in about 8 seconds here, so by the time they engage anyone, they have their full arsenal ready, and maybe they can try and get something going for themselves. They have a sentry.
See him.
Trying to play it cool here, but they go in.
Oh, nice play there. The Abatos finds the kill, and that's what you need. At least the beginning of it. And now the Venomous Gale is there and always want to fly. Going to try and TP away. Is it going to happen? No. Winstrike also in some trouble as they're bringing in more.
There is a buyback here with that silence if they can find a good fight.
They're thinking about it at the very least, but they have already used the Stampede. And obviously Venomancer is so difficult to play around. If you start getting slowed, you're just going to end up dead.
Just take the fact that you did win that engagement, right? You got the kill on the Weaver, more important, brings that lead down a little, just at 3K. And what's the point of taking a fight that both of you are ready for with an Aegis there, right? You don't want to fight him. Try and let that Aegis expire, dodge away, and see if you can force VGJ Storm into an uncomfortable high
kill that somebody else is going to show up in time.
On the hunt here, he's going to find Rezo in the mid lane.
Right, an opening possibly, as they are going to be able to jump onto Yawar. He throws out the ulti as well, but blown up. Not bad. And No Fear just going to TP away. Can they get this fight though? The Eagle Scepter lift up MSS with the dive. Gets it done, and No Fear going to be punished.
Yeah, quick thinking on that one, and then Silence rushing forward, but he's spotted out by the Venom wards here.
Careful. Although I think that they see the Weaver in the mid, so they realize that they don't need to worry about him joining in the fight as yet. Also, they don't have the Drought Ranger here, and so this is going to be a big burst onto SVG. Signs of life for Winstrike in this elimination match.
Yeah, this is what they needed. Unfortunately, they couldn't kill Rezo, but obviously still a pretty big win for them. About a 1K gold swinging back their way, and most importantly, gold on the Troll Warlord, who already has his BKB and is now looking to think about completing up an SNY.
I mean, again, great composure shown by Winstrike. Think about last game and how quickly things started to fall apart.
Oh, and snaking. He was thinking about going for a play here. but wisely backs away, and he'll see that that was a good decision there with the center. Oh, that's Dire Center. My mistake.
I was realizing that still it's need to get the heck out of there. Even more reason to get out of there. They've done a good job of getting their vision around their map, pretty well closed off inside of Winstrike. But yeah, you think about how quickly this game could have spiraled out of control if they just kept finding pickoff after pickoff from VGJ Storm. This feels very different from last game, where now Winstrike have the tools to take an engagement, if it's perfect.
Yeah, everything back up for them. A little bit split right now, but they have a smoke here for no fear, so they de-ward. With only 3 heroes grouped up, it might have been not have been super obvious they were smoking either.
Global presence, they're moving down here to see if they can run into MSS. He has a Eul Scepter, as well as Dive available to him, and just out of range, MSS knew it. Backs out.
Still a pretty hard initiation there with that Eul Scepter.
Again, it feels like it's going to be a battle around this Roche pit, where right now VGJ Storm holding a dominant edge. There was a vision, but Iceberg just jumps in the global silence afterwards. They're going to go with the Stampede, running into everybody. Force Staff jumping away. Iceberg, look at the damage out on them. They blow up MSS, which means there's no Supernova in this fight. No Fear also dropping low. They get out the ulti from that Venomancer, and Silent chasing forward in the direction of his BKB, but he's slowed down so much he can't get on top of Resolution. Snaking kills off another, and Rezo just calmly walks away. They turn, and they're going to kill Silent.
And back, we have this Weaver, absolutely massive with the Bloodlust.
Oh, right through the triple kill for Snaking. Just doing so much in that fight. With 4 dead, they're going to test them.
Yeah, that big old bug was back there. BK feed, taking them out on the back lines, and they did not respect the build here coming out from UR. He has the Spirit Vessel. He's so tanky. Tiny only tickled him. Gets off this massive Nova, and once that happens, the fight feels impossible. Look at that damage from the Venomancer and the Weaver.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. And it's an 8,000 gold lead now. Winstrike, they're going to hold their base. It cost them a Centaur buyback. But with that, it does sort of bring up the question of, all right, are they just going to go back and secure Roche? Like, yeah, VGJ Storm in a dominant right now.
At the very least, Roche isn't quite up yet. It's going to be another 50 seconds here. Here's the replay. And you can see they're just still so tanky. I mean, that's where the Global Silence is designed to help get that burst. Iceberg just has to run.
Yeah. And again, you sort of feel like, all right, maybe you blow up this MSS hero at the beginning. It's going to look good, and then everybody hones in on Resolution. You just look at them chasing, and they don't have any extra damage.
Yeah, Snake King's just on the back lines, the mop and bucket, slowly taking them down one by one.
2-11, 26 minutes in, it's a 10,000 gold lead. Winstrike still looking for an answer. Again, all it takes is that one good fight.
Yeah, unfortunately, the one good fight just went for VGJ Storm.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
SVG bounce, not bad. There's going to be the pushback. Angrata runs away.
They have an egg here.
Need to be careful.
They want this.
They're buying back now on the Ogre Magi. VGJ Storm, are you feeling it as they chase forth for Angrata? He's stunned, but he's going to get the Supernova off Eul Scepter afterwards, and now they're in a terrible position. Silent need to run. They do drop the Supernova, and now Snaking sees always want to fly, is going to die, it looks like, and Silent, oh, the miss uphill. All right, he lives.
Oh, he's not done, though.
He's thinking about it. Don't run into those bugs. Iceberg, though, on the other side. They're just dismantling them. Winstrike needing the buybacks now more than ever. They kept their silencer alive, but they lost their cores. And now the swap back in, actually, no fear, goes down.
I think he knew he was dead anyway. He would have just got Eul's death or something, so trying to make a play.
The barracks are being assaulted. VGJ Storm looking like they might be able to take this one unless there's a magical moment from Winstrike, and it needs to start with Iceberg. They ping out UR. It is so hard to find this kill. There isn't vision in the area, but now they see him as he's revealed. They've got the ulti. They do throw out Global Silence, but the damage has been done as Iceberg is going to fall. Always want to fly. Also going to die. Silent trying valiantly to make this work, but it's not happening. And GG is called. VGJ Storm moving on.
A team that looks very composed. Look at this, setting down the headsets very calmly. Jack and the boot is smooth tones, icing over this game 2 for the squad. Very cool with a secondary draft strat.
And again, Winstrike, it hurts obviously to be going out at this point, but I think that they performed well. They can feel proud of themselves and the effort that they put in this. Definitely feeling very good for themselves as start to feel the love from the crowd. VGJ Storm.